So I'm here to talk about, I'm running some retreats coming up in 2017, and these retreats are called Living in Flow. Now I've got two, one in the Blue Mountains and one in Bali. And I haven't actually announced this on Facebook yet. I just wanted to announce it here first on the show, and then I'm going to put a post on Facebook. So the first one is going to be a weekend in the Blue Mountains at a beautiful Buddhist-style retreat center. And that's going to be for, on the 19th to the 21st of May. Beautiful, beautiful spot. And then at the end of August, 26th of August to the 2nd of September, I'm running a week-long retreat in Bali. And this one's going to be at an organic resort just outside of, it's organic, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place outside of Ubud, where it's all organic food, it's mineral spa swimming pool, you know, it's surrounded by rice paddies, really beautiful. And the really amazing thing about this is that, and why I'm actually doing this and why I call it Living in Flow, is there's so many people out there with ideas on how we should live, how we should behave. There's so many self-help books out there on how I should be living my life in order for me to be happy. And what I've actually realized as someone who grew up as a square peg in a round hole is that there's only really one way to be, I want to say happy, but it's really true to yourself, is to be in your own flow and to live in your own flow. And so what I've found in my life is that the more I listen to other people and get thrown about by how I should be living and how I should be behaving, I've actually found that I've separated and stepped away from my own truth. And so when I actually sit and meditate and do my yoga and do ritual and have opportunities, Rain and I had a beautiful ritual the other day out on the beach. And it's just such a beautiful opportunity because when we do ritual, we get back into our body. So this weekend retreat is going to be stepping in and meditating in a medicine wheel, sitting out in nature, finding your totem, your power animal, and finding out how, and also looking at your inner child and learning more about connecting to your higher self. And when you actually do that, you find that you find your own rhythm and you find your own way of actually finding your own peace, your own natural pace in the world. Now that's called Ignite Your Flow. And then to actually to take it a step further, we're going to do it for a week in Bali, where we're having beautiful retreats, a beautiful, special and sacred waterfall that only the locals go to near Ubud. And we've been very blessed to actually go to this. I went to it last year and it's just, it doesn't have the thousands of tourists flocking to it, and it's a masculine and feminine waterfall. We're going to have a blessing there. We're going to ride bicycles down from the volcano first thing in the morning, riding through villages. We're going to have a beautiful woman. She's a shamanic healer who's doing a Tibetan singing bowl meditation and healing. So we're having these processes with some silence, meditation, and some movement in order to be able to find your flow. And so it's a really, really great opportunity for you to take this time out for you so that when you step back into your life, you're able to bring more of yourself and more of your way, letting go of some of the old tape recordings that are sitting there on what we should and shouldn't do, and actually walk our walk in this lifetime. The life goes so quickly, and we're here to burn our light brightly. And the more opportunities we get in order to separate ourselves from other people's input, we actually have this flow.
Is this what happened to you at some point? Did you have a crisis? And obviously you're in the corporate world, I'm assuming you were.
Yes.
So what made you get into this line of work?
Look, it's interesting. I was a system and database analyst and working in corporate, and I felt dead inside. That's the only way to describe it.
Just like a machine. You just felt like a machine.
Yeah, and I was very, very disconnected from my heart. I just felt like I couldn't get emotional. I couldn't cry in a movie. You know, it's like
Wow.
And so I found that that I was really like walking around feeling quite disconnected. So my journey was actually to find my heart.
Yes.
And in finding my heart, I actually discovered energy work. And so in my day-to-day work, I call myself an energy reader because that's what I actually do. I see people's energy and I'm able to support them to move through their resistance and their blockages in order to actually get more in flow with their lives.
Because blocked energy does you know, there's thought modalities around blocked energy causing illness.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so true, because there's a title of a book on my shelf at home, and it's Unexpressed Emotions Never Die. And so, you know, every emotion is energy. Everything has energy to it. You know, we're building an energy here on a show like this.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, and so it can, when we are suppressing it and we're not allowing it space, not allowing it to be okay, whatever we're feeling or moving through, it can make us sick.
Well, suppressed energy creates an atomic bomb.
There you go. Yes. That's so true.
What are the dates? By the way, Marg, the EP upstairs, has told me that she's sold. You've sold her, and she wants to take All About You to Bali. So we'll be going to Bali with the show. I don't know how we'll get the table there. I'm sure Kitty will come along with us. Won't Kitty?
Oh, we have Kitty's coming.
It's the waterfall that did it.
By the masculine and feminine waterfall.
Yeah. Well, you're all welcome.
Yeah.
And
I really want to go. And the dates are?
So the dates for the weekend Ignite Your Flow is the 19th to the 21st of May. And it's just local, just up in the Blue Mountains.
And I love the Blue Mountains. There's something incredibly spiritual and special about the Blue Mountains.
Oh, it's so beautiful. In particular, this place, it's called Karuna Sanctuary, and it's right near the cliffs of the Blue Mountains. Beautiful place to let go of anything you're holding on to and really sit in the beautiful energy that's up there.
Well, if it doesn't work out, you can always jump off.
Well, there you go. You can do that too as well, Steve.
Very well.
Me off.
Very well thought out, Pete.
But if you survive, you can come along.
We're not taking you to a
If that doesn't work out, there's javelin catching in Bali.
Exactly. So if you survive, the next one is the 26th of August to the 2nd of September. So it's a week long, and I'm sure you'll survive that. There's
No sacrifices.
There is a volcano though.
I can sacrifice Dave.
Now, if people would like to find out more about this, we can write into allaboutyouu@gmail.com to either Margaret or yourself, Pete, and you'll be talking about that on the show
All
over the
over
next few weeks.
Facebook.
I have a feeling
Yeah.
it's going to come off for us. I think we'll be doing that.
Yeah, well, I'm
Beautiful.
definitely interested. We were discussing it the
Yes.
other day, and I think also the Blue Mountains would be a precursor.
Yes.
It would be a great thing to do to prepare for the week long in Bali.
Definitely, yes.